Well, we're on episode 37 of the Permakids podcast. We've got Kyle, Powers, McGee. We got Henry Jones. We got that guy Trun. We got Black Sheep, cosplay Black Sheep, and we got me, the Ghost Bust Guru, talking about kid stuff.
Just all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah, I did that all wrong. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Take two.
No, we're pressed for time.
We're doing it live.
We'll get it out of it.
So, what have we been playing lately?
I've been playing Alpaca World on my phone.
Alpaca World.
Yep. It's basically Pokemon, but with alpacas. And instead of gotta collect them all, different types, you gotta collect all the different colors. And you can even fight them.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, I've been playing a phone game too. I don't know what's becoming of the Permakids, but
I know, what the hell is with us?
That's just two of y'all.
Filthy cash. Hey, yeah. Well, that's true, yeah. Well, I'm playing a game. It's not even a game. It can't even, well, it's not, okay, it can't be called a game, but it is. It's called Tap Tycoon, and all you do is tap to get money. And then with that money, you invest in buildings and stores and stuff like that automatically give you money, but tapping to get money is still viable. And so you're just tapping, buying a store, tapping, buying a store. And that's all you do.
It sounds like the worst thing.
And then there's not really even that much stuff in it. So you buy all the stores, and then you prestige and do it again.
Prestige?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What prestige are you on?
Using Call of Duty terms and prestige.
It goes, you go a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, and then you get a double A, and then it goes AB, AC, AD. I'm on A.
Who else thought you was going to say ABB at the end of that? Never mind.
And I've nothing had stopped me from playing Clash Royale, and this game has made me not like Clash Royale is strategic. It's like live. I'm playing it against real people, and it's exciting and it's fun. But apparently, Tap Tycoon's got my attention. I don't know how or why, but it did. It's a lot like the game Adventure Capitalist, and I don't know. All you do is tap. It's like I Am Mayo. All you do is click on a jar of mayo and get all those achievements. I feel like, and I am fully aware of how stupid this game is, and I feel like this is the downfall of America, and I'm sitting here contributing to it and playing this game like it's a game.
It's going to flash like vote for Trump, like while he's playing. He's like, what the fuck was that?
And I'm like, kill like somebody, and I'm just like, okay.
You're not putting money into it, are you?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No.
That's good.
And now I
Thanks
have
for contributing to
I
my
have
campaign.
put money into Clash Royale. I have put money into Clash of Clans. I have put money into Heyday. Like every Supercell game, I've actually spent money on. And I'm ashamed to say it, but I've probably spent over $200 on those games.
Jesus Christ.
But Tap Tycoon, I'm not going to spend any money on. We'll see. The verdict's still out. I'm not going to say I haven't been tempted.
You spent half of a PS4 playing Clash of Clans.
You know, I
You're
don't
fired.
want PS4.
You're fucking fired.
I want to catch up because it took me
I felt
long.
bad that I was playing Dragon Age Inquisition like 2 years too late. And now you come in here and tell me like, I like rich white lady phone games. What the fuck?
Now wait a minute. I haven't played Candy Crush yet, but it looks appealing.
You're headed that way awful.
Hey man,
fast.
Activision bought Candy Crush, so I mean,
Ooh,
you can't be
nice.
that bad about that.
Soon it'll have its own movie because
I
every
was about
video
to say,
game is
Candy Crush gonna be a first-person shooter?
No,
Yeah,
it's still Candy Crush.
Who said that put that up that they're gonna make like a movie out of Tetris
Yeah.
and that they're gonna make it like
Yeah.
Houseway, a trilogy?
Let's get to that. Let's get to that in a little bit.
Sorry.
We'll get to the entertainment and the
Didn't-
WTF news.
No,
later.
that's
Didn't mean to jump the gun, but
that entire sentence though,
It's
that
bad.
sentence alone gets better as you say it. Like they're making a Tetris movie trilogy. Like what?
like I could see like sorry. Let's go around and see.
Yeah, skip it. No, we're good. We're good.
No, we'll come back because I do want to talk about
I
it
have
myself.
so many thoughts on that.
I mean, right now there's 2 video game movies out right now: Ratchet and Clank and Angry Birds. And
Ratchet and Clank. What?
There's a Ratchet and Clank
Yeah.
movie.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Know
Based
that.
off the
Never
game.
Like,
really seen
it made me want to go back and replay Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank was a good game. It was a good title.
I
Say
heard
that
it
about
actually
the
was a
other
good movie too. It actually came. The movie wasn't bad.
And Angry Birds is like top of the friggin' charts on box office stuff.
I never had a problem with movies being made. I'm sorry. I never had a problem with animated movies being made off of video games. It's the live action ones that
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they tried to do an Angry Birds live action movie with like Danny DeVito painted red and then like
I want to see that.
Seth Rogen painted like as a green pig or something? That'd be weird.
That would
Hey,
be.
come knock me off this castle, you assholes! He like slaps his belly because why not?
Eventually, they'll make it eventually.
Let's hope that day never comes. Ever comes.
So okay, we've said what we've been playing as far as video games.
Actually,
are
I
concerned.
can't leave it at that. I have been playing. It's The Culling. It's
The Culling.
yeah. I got it on Steam. It's basically.
It's Edward Cullen.
Oh God, no! I would bash my face into this table if it were. No,
not
it's
that bad.
it's basically the Hunger Games.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
It is
Don't talk trash. I know for a fact you
Wait a
went to
minute,
go
wait a
see
minute.
Twilight in theaters.
What's the?
Boom!
We were
I
all
went and
there.
saw one.
We were all there for that.
One.
You
Yeah, no,
still
but we were also
technically
making fun of the movie. So anyway,
Yeah, that's true.
So how's the gameplay in The Culling? Is it like third person, first person? Is it a RTS?
It's first person. You usually go in with like a partner. That way, because it's basically the Hunger Games. So you go in with a partner, and you try to survive as long as you can. Eventually, after a certain amount of time, like the arena walls start moving in. Like they have gas tanks that you can activate, and like center kill switches that you can push. But shit like that, especially the center kill switch, like that lets everyone know where you are.
This is multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's multiplayer. You play
If
with
that's some
people.
single player like
No,
like
you play-
simulator. Then that'd be
No,
suck.
no. You play with people online.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like you go around, you can craft weapons, and you can find boxes, and you have to have, and I'm putting this in quotations, funk points.
Funk points.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
To
just
open,
you just ruined
yeah.
it for me.
I
so-
know.
Please tell me it's just like 70s themes,
Yeah.
like, oh, you ain't bad enough to get this weapon.
Funk it down.
They just come out speaking jive.
God damn it.
But like you have to have so many points to open certain crates and get weapons and gear and shit. So
So you can't just
Yeah.
be some noob that runs up, grabs some like airstrike, and kills everybody.
no, not at all.
That'd be cool though too.
I mean, you can do like airdrops where they like drop you supplies in, but again, you have to have so many points
True.
to spend.
True.
Yep.
So what have you been playing? You guys.
Am I next?
Yeah, trying.
Let's go with that.
Trend.
I've been playing. Man, fuck it. I've been playing DC Universe. I beat that game like 6 years ago, and when it came out on Xbox One, I had to re-download it, and that's what I've been playing for the past like month.
So you have to recreate like all new characters.
I just recreated two, and that's all I've been doing.
It's a
playing
good
a game
game.
that I've already finished.
It's a good game. It's a good sized game. What's the level cap on that?
The experience level cap is 30, but they
With
kind of like the light
gear
level,
and- yeah.
kind of like the light level in Destiny, but that goes all the way up to, I want to say I played with some guy, he was like 168
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
Did you ever try to play the Marvel Universe online?
I played that and it did
was
not
terrible.
go over. Yeah,
I played it. I was
not
excited.
pretty.
I was like, "Yeah, Marvel finally made an online game too. Take that, DC Universe Online." And immediately, I was like, "I might
This
just
was a mistake.
replay DC Universe Online
I tried making a character in that today, and it failed.
in Marvel."
No, in DC Universe. I got mad and just like deleted it and quit playing.
It's fun, dude.
You couldn't find a name.
I couldn't find a name, and it was just it was way too much. It took like an hour to create a character.
Yeah, having a good
And by the time
name
I
is-
created him, I couldn't find a name for another 30 minutes, and I was just like,
Swipe-
fuck this
squat
guy.
thrust.
I just take it off. I don't care. I'll go back and do it eventually, but today wasn't that day.
There's something about DC Universe Online that kind of stood out as far as MMORPGs are concerned. Because when I played World of Warcraft, I wasn't really into it. When I played Star Wars: The Old Republic. I wasn't really into it. Something about DC Universe Online, I loved it. Maybe it was because I could play it with a controller.
Yeah.
That might have just been the only thing that I
think
needed.
it's also because it's action. It's an action RPG.
Yeah.
So like World of Warcraft, that's more like it's turn based, but it's real time turn based. So it still seems like it's keeping up with pace, but
Yeah.
it's still on DC Universe. You push a button, slings a sword.
Yeah.
Push another button, shoots a gun. It's
And it all looks like it's a comic book, like coming to life, and that is cool.
the cutscenes are probably the best parts about it when they're doing like the comic panels and going from that
It's got a
one
lot
story
of,
to the next.
lot of story in
Yeah.
it. A lot.
I also downloaded Costume Quest 2. Costume Quest 2 as in second. Not Costume Quest 2 as in also. Whatever. Anyways.
Costume Quest 2. Costume Questier.
I played the first one. Costume Quest is definitely a turn-based RPG with action-based elements. So it's like Paper Mario. So you push the button. You push the button at certain times. It
Time
might power.
hits. I love that.
Exactly. And it's up for free on Xbox Gold for Costume Quest 2. And it is just as awesome as the first one, if not better. So it's.
I gotta get my Xbox One back.
Didn't the Fallout 4 the DLC, is it coming out next month?
It's all out, I think.
Oh.
I think it
Maybe
came
I
out
get the
either-
Pearl Harbor
What?
came out
Yes,
yesterday.
either
It's the,
yesterday
yeah, it's the
today.
big expansion, right?
I think it was yesterday.
Fall Harbor. Or, what is it
Far
called?
Harbor.
Far Harbor.
Far Harbor.
Yeah.
Fall Harbor.
I'm also probably gonna jump back on Division for a very brief time tomorrow because it gets an update tomorrow. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, look, I like Division, I really do. But as a fan, I know that I can't blindly defend this fucking game. It's broke. People need to stop just like jumping in there and cussing out people that are saying, I wish this game would work. And like, why don't you go and find another game to play? Like, look, we enjoy the game, but you can't sit here and tell me that it's not broke. It's a broken game. It's a fun game. It's an awesome game. And when they actually finish building it, it will be incredible. No telling how long that will be, but for now, the game is fucking broke.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit how I need to stop defending the Ghostbusters reboot so hard.
I'm actually on your side on that.
Yeah.
Like the Ghostbusters reboot does not look that bad. It looks like it's gonna be a good movie. And
Actually, when the second
totally-
trailer dropped, I fangirled so hard.
I told a dude that he was a mental cripple yesterday for attacking that movie. I really probably need to chill out. I started to threaten his life, and I was just like, you know what, Ghostbusters, whether it's shitty or really good, I just need to ride that middle line and just leave it alone.
I mean, if
Like, I'm not saying it's
We'll get to
gonna
that
be
later.
horrible.
We're talking about movies. Let's talk about games real quick. Henry, what'd you play?
I finally finished Quantum Break, and I'm gonna give a round of applause for Remedy. Good job. What else did I play? Oh, I played the Overwatch beta, which that just came out today. What's today? Monday? No, it comes out tomorrow. Or is it today? I don't fucking know. One of those. It's either today or tomorrow.
usually on Tuesdays,
yeah.
tomorrow.
Is Overwatch a game that we all need to get?
I bet
He
I
won't
don't-
like it because it's online only. It's not like a campaign.
Like DC Universe Online?
No, it's
No, it's a
arena combat.
FPS, but it's fun shit. Like I'm still debating whether I'm gonna get it or not.
I was
but
watching some videos of it, and it looked like it would stress me out heavily.
It's fun. It's
it
fast.
looks very fun, but I know that I can't keep up.
Hashtag Bastion.
Fuck Bastion. No, it's fun, man. I haven't decided yet, but then what's that I played? The Doom beta, but that came out last week.
Friday the
Friday 13th, yeah.
week before last. Friday the
Yeah,
13th,
yeah. And I think
They
Nick and
would fucking put that out on
yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Nick and Hank got it. They both said they liked it, so that might be the next game.
I've
But they're
heard-
like
I've heard good
Doom
things about it.
guys. Like they would.
Well, I mean, it's that type of game hadn't been out in so long, like an arena shooter. So it's been a while, like.
Yeah.
So that when I played it, it did fill a void of just like, man, this was fun. It's so fucking fast and it looks great, and Bethesda made it, and it's fun.
But you know they're
and the
putting out
campaign's cool.
an arena shooter in a time when like the massive multiplayer.
Yeah, it's all
online
like
are
Call of
really
Duty, yeah.
popular. So
It's all Call of Duty.
it's not
based
like
and-
they're flooding the market.
Yeah,
with
it's the
this.
only one for right
Yeah.
now. And then they said today that they may bring Quake back too. So That'll be cool.
Slow down.
That's what this is today. That's what they say.
2021.
Let's get Doom reestablished first.
I mean, it's pretty established. It's sold well. Like it's here. It's there to stay.
Before we start making some big leaps into the Quake area, and then we fuck around and get like Ultimate Quake Arena.
No. They have to compete with everything else. Why not have two of them?
You're gonna do like a cross-brand thing, Quaker Oats. The guy with the symbol.
He's got like a BFG.
I think that's all I played though. I mean, well, yeah. Damn. No.
Kyle Brovlowski, have you played any games?
Oh yeah, I was talking about Dragon Age Inquisition.
I got him into that.
Yeah, and that
You're
was
welcome.
a lot of fun. I can't believe it's one of those games. It's like it won Game of the Year. So I was like, what how the hell did I miss this?
Yeah. I haven't played any of the Dragon Age games. I played a little bit of the first one, and it was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I just want to go back and play KOTOR again.
You sound like E when he was talking about he was getting tired of open world games because there's just so much shit to do. It is nice.
I still am, by the way.
It is nice to get to a point where you want to just go from point A to point B and not have to worry about, hey, there's this thing happening over here. Let me go check it out. Oh,
60 billion side quests.
Yeah.
See, I played the Division with him. It is fun, but at the same time, man, that game got old quick. It got old fast. People complain about Destiny getting old fast. This was way worse.
We played Destiny for a long. You guys,
I still play it,
yeah.
But like you said, like that, the game is so broken that like it's to the point now where everybody's like, I don't give a fuck about going back and playing it. I haven't played it in like 3 weeks.
Like with Destiny, I played through the stories and did the bounties over and over again. Probably about 2 months before I was just like, I really don't want to deal with this anymore. With Division, that lasted for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. After I finished the story, I did those bounties for about 2 weeks, and I was like, I'm getting bored. I'm getting sick of seeing.
Remember the excitement we had when we first saw those videos coming out about like, the weather effects and everything?
Oh, the excitement when one of the little PR campaigns was talking shit about Destiny, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm thinking that y'all gonna back it up, right? And you did not at all.
Damn,
not at all.
That
It's not. It's cool, man, but I don't think they can come back at this point. I think they will have to drop. They will have to give me money personally for me to be like, you know what, the Division's cool. Other than that, it's cool, man. But
they're gonna send you a letter with like a $5 bill paperclip.
Yeah, if they send that to me, I'll give it a second shot.
I'll give it change like tape to it.
Even if you take the bounties out, the one thing in the game that kind of changes up and makes it fresh and new is going into the dark zone and grabbing loot and fighting with other players.
You can,
but like the game was so broken at the time, people were running around with guns that have 1 million damage on them. It's just like, well, all they have to do is shoot a bullet in my general direction and I'll die.
You know how many times we went in there with like 8 against 1 guy and he killed all of us
with a pistol?
That is the furthest. That is terrible. I'm just like, I don't want to play this anymore.
John Wick can do it.
Apparently, that's who we played against. Was Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves was playing Division.
I was like, this is fucking one dude. Let's kill him, right? Like, all right, cool.
Partnered up with the Punisher.
Yeah.
That was bullshit, man. But
oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Oh, we got to talk about Nintendo.
What's going on with Nintendo?
Because they announced it's been a while. They announced the NX comes out in March 2017. And it's gonna come out with Zelda first.
Yeah,
nice.
As
there.
They're gonna make a lot of money.
I hope, because they're making bad decisions still. Like third-party people still don't want to work with them. And they came out and made a quote the other day saying that the NX is gonna revolutionize or change how we play games today. And when you make that statement, they're like 1 for 2 as far as that goes. You don't need to make it. All you need to do is give me a regular ass controller and let me play some shit.
It's gonna be some fucking stupid bullshit. Where it's like, you gotta move the controller and shove it right up the ass.
Yeah. It's like you still haven't learned yet.
And then like a couple of like years later, not even a couple of years later, a couple of months later, Microsoft and Sony is gonna take that like shove it up your ass technology and just make it cooler and better, like they did with the motion shit.
Now when you shove it up your ass, it glows.
Yeah.
And they said it's 4 times faster than the PS4 is.
I mean,
better than the PS4 is. So.
Damn.
I don't doubt that. I mean, I'm sure they can. They had plenty of time to do it. But.
And then you saw that.
And then PS4's coming out with something that's better than its
No,
past one, and so is Xbox doing the same shit. Cool, get a PC.
Wars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, you're going to be upgrading. The
Get a
PC. Yeah, get a
Yeah,
PC.
it's the same shit.
Play on your phone.
I will give Nintendo this much though. It has every time they come out with some sort of revolutionary thing, it does revolutionize gameplay.
But everybody improves on it immediately.
Yeah, we started the whole motion controller thing, and no, it wasn't amazing, but they started it. Nintendo 64 they're the reason why our controllers vibrate now. Rumble packs.
This is why I say hit or miss though, because when the Wii came out, who's followed the Wii? Nobody has.
I mean,
because nobody wants to.
I was gonna say like
I had a Wii for.
They let
No, my bad. The
I
Wii
had
U.
an original
Who's
Wii.
followed the Wii U?
I love the Wii U.
No, I'm saying, but who's gonna that's not when they say revolutionize?
Oh,
whatever,
like let's have our own little
Yeah.
screens.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
then that. And not
See,
only that, but when they're first advertising it, I thought you could get a bunch of those. You can only have one.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, I don't know.
See, I'm actually surprised that didn't catch on because I really thought that Xbox One and PS4 was gonna follow suit and have like, hey, you could come and get this little second controller that access your TV just in case you don't have a TV to plug it up to.
It is nice whenever I can turn on my Wii U and hand it to my son and keep watching TV, not having to switch the TV over. You
Yeah.
can play all the games without even having to look up.
But
So
like you
that's
said,
pretty
if
cool.
you and your son want to play one day and your wife's watching TV, it's just like, man, only one of us can do this
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
man. You gotta sit down somewhere. That's what sucks.
And plus, if you have the Wii U console and just the power plug and then that controller,
Yeah.
you can just take it anywhere, plug it in, and then start playing it like anywhere. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Well, their stuff feels kind of gimmicky. Like it feels like a little one-sided. Like the motion control is cool, but like you're not gonna play a game where you're a knight, like swinging a sword for
Yeah.
fucking 8 hours.
Yeah.
Because your arm's gonna be so
But
tired.
not only that, they didn't do
Remember
it
Bleach?
right. They didn't do it right because in those games, you can just like have like a little mini handshake action, and your character's doing all this amazing stuff. Like it was just like a flick of the wrist, and then it was killing stuff. It wasn't. I thought you'd actually be like doing like
Red Steel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Red Steel.
God.
When they first started showing it, and like you actually like the commercials, they were blocking and swinging.
Biggest
I thought,
disappointment
yeah.
of my life.
Look, to be fair, also, I know the Kinect copy afterwards, but it still failed too. Like motion shit just doesn't work right now.
It's
Nobody
a little
wants to do
better. The
that.
Kinect is a little better because when you play Fruit Ninja on that, at least you can actually see where the
See,
swipes are
the
coming.
only reason I say it's not because they quit production, well, not stop production completely, but like there's all the bundles now are without them. So like just because nobody really wants to
It
connect
doesn't
that
have
much
a lot
anymore.
of staying power. It's
Yeah.
like it's sort of like a sideshow attraction. Like it's kind of cool for a little bit, but like it doesn't have a lot of staying power. I guess
That's where VR comes into play.
Do you think the NX is going to have something to do with VR?
I hope they do.
Maybe.
They
It
haven't
makes
said
sense.
anything. But with everybody already having their own VR stuff coming out this year, next year, with them saying that it's going to revolutionize gaming, they're going to be already behind on that. So maybe it's going to be something beyond VR. Maybe it's going to be like
I think-
augmented reality and stuff.
I think it has something to do with them being compatible with PlayStation stuff. So that Morpheus might work on the Nintendo NX. As far as I know, I don't know. They hadn't said it yet, but there's certain things that said that are going to be
If it was
compatible from the Sony side too.
cross-console compatibility, that would be awesome.
That's not going to happen, and we all know it.
That's what
Here's-
Nintendo
here's-
said, and
here's
Nintendo hates everybody.
Yeah.
NX is gonna have nerve gear. We're
Well-
gonna be in the game.
I don't think it's that
And
yet. But what if it shoots
we die
like a
in the game-
hologram around your room, and then you can actually interact with it that
See,
way?
that's the
That would be
HoloLens
cool.
from Xbox. Whenever
Yeah.
that comes out, like 2 years, 3 years from now.
So maybe that's what they're going to do.
I don't know.
And Nintendo is going to start making their own movies, like Nintendo, like how Marvel and Disney make
Yeah.
Marvel movies. Nintendo is going to start making Nintendo movies.
I
I
know
don't
one
know
thing.
how I
is-
feel about that.
I think it's going to be good. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to
Well,
be.
we all know how Mario movie turned out last time.
Well, that wasn't Nintendo.
That was live action.
When you watched the live action Mario movie, was there a Nintendo logo
No,
anywhere
no.
before
There
that?
didn't need to be one. You
That's what I'm
still
saying.
you still knew it though.
I'm
Oh,
telling
yeah.
you, I'm thinking Nintendo will not drop the ball if they start their own movie and entertainment production company.
They don't have a choice to, but at this point, because console wise isn't gonna. No, that's not gonna save them.
I think the Nintendo movies are going to bring a lot of revenue, and then they can start maybe figuring out what to do
Oh, they're just gonna straight up rip off Marvel, and like Mario has his own movie, and it's like, and then Star Fox has his own movie, and it's like,
And then they make Smash Brothers.
Then they make Smash Brothers. Yes! And it's just like, everybody goes nuts.
2040, we're just like super old, so excited.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They did it! They finally did it!
After the credits of the first Super Smash Brothers movie, you see fucking Meta Knight and Kirby walk up. It's like we're in round
You gotta
2.
think,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Nintendo's cast of people, they're the only company that has it to where like 40-year-olds and like 18 or 12-year-old kids can still watch at the same time and be cool with it. So, I mean, it could be cool.
It would be awesome to see.
I know one thing: if they don't have any third-party support though, like big games, then no, that's just not gonna work.
I just won't feel right playing a hardcore game on a Nintendo.
They have to though.
It just won't feel right. I don't feel like it would be feeling right to anyone to play like some sort of Halo style game on a Nintendo.
I would be cool with that.
They have to bring
They
back
need
Metroid.
to though.
They're gonna have
If they don't do that, they will fail again. I promise you.
Well, that was kind
They
of
will not make enough
like
money.
Playing the Resident Evil games on the Wii.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
weird.
Yeah, it felt weird.
It was very
You're
awkward.
playing it on your GameCube and you're like,
But they sold well though.
Yeah,
That's
they
what I'm
do.
saying.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll
if
be alright.
they have to do that. If they don't, then that next is gonna tank. It's not
Boy,
gonna sell.
how times have changed. Remember when all the violent games were really on Super Nintendo? With the exception of that the first Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis with the Blood Code, all the rest of the violent games, Killer Instinct, the other 4 Mortal Kombats, all of those came out on Super Nintendo back then. Like, now, we think of Nintendo as like the kid console that doesn't have
It's
any
their own
hardcore
fault.
bloody
They did
games.
that shit. They started alienating themselves from everybody else. So
I think that started happening around this Nintendo 64 time. It like
Yeah.
a lot of their stuff
Yeah.
and then they were just like, we fooled you guys. We got Conker's Bad Fur Day. And it's just like, that's not enough, man. That's not enough.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy too.
Conker's
And
Bad
then
Fur Day
Sup-
was enough.
And then Mortal Kombat 4 came
That
out.
multiplayer was so much fun.
Conker's was cool, but I was just like, for you to try to make this adult thing, I was like, you need more than that. That's only one game.
That was hella adult though. That was a game. I mean, you were smashing robot balls with bricks and pans, and there was the Great Mighty Pooh.
God.
So,
Back then, we didn't really have a good rating system quite yet, and they were just trying to see what they could get away with.
and then bury the squirrel. God damn it. God damn it.
Polygon movies.
God damn. All right. Anyways, yeah, it was Conker's Bad Fur Day was a thing.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Kaiser's a furry. Anyway, yeah. You should go see Zootopia.
I want to be a rabbit sexual.
What?
I've heard all the things about people looking at that rabbit in things and ways.
She's sexy. I think she's sexy. I'm not a furry, but she's a sexy little rabbit.
Tetris movie. Tetris
I was about
movie.
to say.
I think they could have made a movie about the Tetris game, the Russian guy who came up with it, and then cut
No,
it.
this is gonna be like, hey, I'm the L block.
See,
I'm the Rumble Block.
no, it's being labeled as a sci-fi thriller. That's what it's being labeled
How?
And now they're
Don't know.
No,
What are they going to
Atari,
do?
Atari is making movies too. Centipede's gonna be a movie, and what is it? Missile Command.
I can kind of understand
Yeah.
Centipede and Missile Command.
I saw Pixels and that whole Centipede
Yeah.
thing. I could see that being a movie.
Like, I could.
I don't know if I want to see that
Centipede
again in a
as-
movie. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like Pixels was enough. Where
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like,
that one scene.
yeah, it needs to be like a 5-minute scene and call it a
Yeah.
day. I don't need a whole movie with them just like aiming at the sky shooting centipedes.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Or Space Invaders.
even asteroids makes more sense
Does
than
it?
Tetris.
Yeah.
A ship in space shooting
Yeah.
asteroids to keep it from blowing up Earth. That's
Now-
easy.
now check
but
this
I don't
out.
understand how Tetris is supposed to work.
What if it's like Armageddon, and a bunch of blocks come down, but that line block hasn't filled in the spot yet, and this line block's coming from space, and if it fills in that spot, it's going to erase the world. So they have to fly up, slingshot around the moon, land on the line block, drill a hole, put a bomb in, blow it to hell.
Are you talking about Armageddon, the Tetris
That's what
remake?
I'm saying. Yeah. Don't want to close my eyes.
Macabre explosion!
That's what Tetris is going to be, I think.
Hey man, it got an $80 million budget for this movie. So
What the? Somebody somewhere. Now
Did
here's
a
the
lot
thing.
of cocaine.
I don't know if somebody's pitching something that's like mind-blowingly amazing,
I think so.
or are these old Hollywood types so far out of ideas that they're just like, yeah, that, whatever, nostalgia, money here.
I'm gonna go with the first one. I have this awkward feeling that I don't know. No one knows what the story is gonna be, but they said it's supposed to be something crazy.
So you're optimistic about Tetris?
Yeah, why not?
The trilogy.
Fucking Pixels came out. Why can't Tetris be
The
successful?
trilogy. It's gonna be like the Matrix all over again.
I have a feeling it's gonna be something like the latter suggestion that you made.
Yeah, I'm more.
But I'm hoping that it's like the former, where it's fucking amazing.
Because honestly,
It's got to be some kind of comedy, though. Because, I mean...
yeah, well, yeah.
No, I thought that, like I said, they say sci-fi thriller. I don't know what they're trying to tell me, but
It's like
it's weird. Like
I just have a hard time, like,
Think
the L block is going to kill us.
Think
like,
Prometheus
with, like, a straight
block.
face, like Prometheus, but with fucking blocks.
Yeah.
Like, someone with a straight face, like, that square block's going to totally kill.
Christopher Nolan signs on to direct the Tetris trilogy. Oh my god!
It's just these shapes.
But see, Hollywood is fucked up like that because I don't want to get into it too much. But with Ghostbusters and like Amy Pascal being the producer of the movie,
Oh, you want to talk about Ghostbusters?
that's a surprise. Them waiting on Harold Ramis's death, and then like swooping in and being like, "Well, we're rebooting the franchise," and then them getting like, "Well, Paul Feig's great and everything, and the actresses are all great, but they're all." I feel like they're almost slaves to the producers which we know it's Sony. It's Sony. So we've seen what they did with Spider-Man and just holding on to the rights of something because they swooped in and did it. So, I'm a little worried, but that's how Hollywood is. And God knows, man, if somebody was just like, I got 2 words for you, Tetris trilogy, and some old, like, guy in Hollywood is just like, $80 million, $80 billion, whatever, I don't care, take it.
You know what?
This is the best thing I've ever heard.
If you think about it, it might be genius in itself to make a Tetris movie because there is no fucking story. You can do whatever you want with that movie. There is no way that somebody's gonna walk in there and is like, that's not how it happened in the game. Like, how the fuck?
That's true. That's true. That's not the story. They fucked it up. That's good
They
point.
have full creative control. I still don't quite understand how this is about to
think
work.
about, they're not gonna make a game where it's just like blocks falling out of the sky and then people are just having to dodge them. Like there's gonna be something like an actual storyline to it. So
They're
it's
all
just-
gonna,
that's
there's
what
going to
I'm
be
saying,
like ship flying pilots that have to maneuver in and squeeze in with each other to build like a giant.
See, I think we're thinking
Robot.
pixels when we think of this, right? But I don't even think it's gonna be that outlandish. I think it's gonna be something where you're gonna be like, damn, I think we're gonna be underwhelmed by it because it's not gonna be.
What if it's
gonna
what
be
if-
thought it was.
what if it's 2 hours of just watching a game of Tetris being
In
played?
4K. That's what I was thinking. I was just about to say. And then at the end of the 2 hours, you just see the director get on camera and go, "Fuck y'all."
Stay tuned for the sequel, bitch.
You know what? I would totally be fine with that.
Yeah, it'd be
I would
cool.
be fine with that. At least they're being honest.
Damn, we should have seen this coming. Tetris movie.
Hey man, 80 million. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, man. Even Deadpool didn't get 80 million for a movie. They got like
Yeah,
50.
they had to
million.
finagle their way into theaters.
Hey, it's shooting in China in
I think
2017.
they're starting
so-
to realize that just all nerdy related stuff will make money, and they're just throwing everything they have in. Oh, Deadpool made that much money? Well, we didn't know anything. So the next nerd that walks up to me with an idea, I'm going to give him money, and I'm sure it'll do well. Some idiot's like, Tetris. What game
Sold.
has everyone played? Tetris.
It is the most bought game in history of.
It's a good
games.
game. I love Tetris, but
I will sit there and play it for hours.
Not as classic as Pac-Man though.
It's-
References. Never mind. Moving on.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
man,
move on
Tetris-
from the
Nostalgia.
Tetris.
Don't
What's
sleep.
that?
Don't sleep on Tetris, man.
Yeah, it's one of the few games in the world that I don't even understand why I get addicted to it. But when you start playing a Tetris game, you just lost about 2-3 hours of your life, and you're just looking at blocks fall.
Let's talk about other movies. Have you guys seen Captain America 3
Yes.
Civil War?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It
was
felt like
so
an
good.
Avengers movie.
Yeah, it totally
I
did.
just
Yeah.
totally forgot that it was the Captain
No,
America
you know what?
movie.
It felt better than an Avengers movie because, honestly, Avengers 2 was kind of like, nobody cares about Avengers anymore. But, I mean, I loved Winter Soldier. And the people behind Captain America, they just keep making better movies. I mean, now we can say, okay, Iron Man 1 was great, Iron Man 2 was okay, Iron Man 3 fucking sucked. But then Captain America was okay, Captain America 2 was better, Captain America 3 was fucking phenomenal. So it's like, that's the only trilogy that's come out so far that's only gotten better as it's been coming out. And
But
so
I
that's cool.
feel like it's because, especially with Civil War, I feel like a lot of that is because they didn't focus solely on Captain.
Yeah, obviously.
And this may be me being biased because I'm not a super big fan of Captain. Never have been.
Planet?
Nothing against.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's not go there. Nothing against Captain America. He's never been my favorite one of the Avengers. But I have to agree. This was, as far as any of the movies involving any of the Avengers, this was the best one.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we're about to start talking about some details of the movie. That Spider-Man shit, the, 20 minutes he was on screen was the best big screen rendition of Spider-Man that has been.
I'm glad it just, it paid off, because I was like,
Yeah.
man, there's no way.
Yeah.
They're selling this shit too hard.
Yeah.
There's just people, guys, we got Spider-Man. They show him for 5 seconds. I know a lot of people were thinking he was just going to show up at the very end of the movie. And the fact that they kind of
They actually put him into
it
the
was
movie
great.
more than
Oh,
just
look
saying,
what we can do.
hey,
Look what we can
here
do.
he is.
He made me care about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I gave
Yeah.
no fucks after those other movies.
he was,
Oh
he
my
was
God.
funny.
I was like, I
Although
could care less about Spider-Man.
I was getting agitated with the line about when you can do the things that I can, but you don't do them, and blah blah blah. And I was just like, just say it.
Just say with
come out and
great
say
power
it.
comes great
Yeah, just come out and
responsibility.
say it.
Yeah, they really
You know why I'm glad they didn't? Because fuck Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why I'm glad they didn't.
yeah,
Fuck
that's-
Tyler
That's some
Uncle
good rice, man.
So-
Fuck up.
Ben. Somebody made a Twitter account of Uncle Ben and saying, I'm tired of getting shot in these goddamn movies. And I was just like, you are
So,
correct.
Yes, I saw
so here's
that.
the question. Raise your hand if you actually saw Captain America 3.
Yes.
Okay, so did you see Ant-Man? Did you guys see Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my
Okay.
thing, right? Ant-Man was probably my favorite character in Captain
Yes.
as
Yes.
Captain America 3.
Because he's the everyman. He's like the Winston Zedmore. I'm sorry if I keep saying Ghostbusters references, but he's the everyman. And honestly, a lot of people that I know didn't see Ant-Man. They were like, I'm not going to see Ant-Man. It's Ant-Man.
And now they're just like, I want to go
now
watch
they're
it.
like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I've been sleeping on Ant-Man. Go watch Ant-Man. It was a
Ant-Man,
good
yeah.
movie. It was funny. It's great.
But,
So, yeah.
I think that was
Someone-
the one movie that I laughed the most
Yeah.
at, as far as Avengers and stuff
Hopefully,
like that.
Captain America 3 will have people going back and watching Ant-Man because
Yeah.
nobody should sit on that.
someone pointed out like a little scene in the movie. It's kind of towards the end where he's actually fighting Tony Stark and he's getting his ass kicked, and he stands up and he has trouble standing up and he puts up his dukes and he's like, I could do this all day.
Yeah,
He did it in the first
movie.
movie
Yeah.
before he had his powers and stuff. I was
He's
just
Great.
like,
like, he was a small child again.
Great throwback to the first one, and
That was an epic fight too.
Yeah, all
God
of it.
that
Oh,
was
yeah.
Jesus. I mean,
when the whole thing was found out, I was just like, because it caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit, that was.
Yeah,
And
Bucky
then
killed him.
yeah,
Yeah, honestly, and what's I love the most is there was this meme before the movie came out where it was like the battle of the greatest god versus Gotham's Knight, Superman versus Batman, and then the picture below it was the trailer shot of the Civil War teams going against each other, and it's like a bunch of crazy people fighting in an airport, and I was like, ha ha ha, stupid Marvel. Fuck that. That airport scene was awesome. I was like, ooh.
everybody showed some kind of strength in that during that fight.
By the way, hashtag I thought it was a water truck. I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was like the best line in the movie. I was just like, I thought it was a water truck.
That was a water.
Shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, when Spider-Man was swinging around his legs.
Yeah,
You know,
remember that scene from the Star Wars movie?
Yeah, yeah. And everybody's like, what the hell's wrong with this kid?
How
I was
old
like,
is
wait,
he?
he's on to something.
Yeah. That was great. Oh man, such a good movie. Such a good movie. Not just the fight scenes, but the story itself. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, where are they going to go with this? Because we knew it was going to be like the
Wait,
comic books.
Black Panther
Black Panther.
should make everyone want to go watch that movie.
And
after
now
seeing this.
everybody's like, okay, I got to
Jesus
go back and watch
Christ.
Ant-Man, and now I got to freak out and get tickets immediately with Black Panther.
That dude's fucking running
That
50
was-
miles an hour in traffic, outrunning vehicles and
Yeah,
shit.
what the hell?
Yeah, I was just like, God.
So good. So
oh, that
good.
scene,
So
when the
scared.
police show up, and I was like, I don't think armed men shouting in German is the best thing for Captain
Yeah, he and I had a discussion about this, about how that was probably a trigger for Cap.
like, no!
PTSD.
Snell!
Speaking of Black
1991.
Panther, speaking of Black Panther, his wife Storm,
Yeah.
Aurora.
Aurora Borealis, David Boreanaz. No, the girl that they got to play Storm in the new X-Men Apocalypse. She is awesome.
Yeah.
The whole movie.
I will say they've been.
Oh, you already watched it?
I did.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
I saw it somewhere, but I didn't watch it. I was
They
just like,
invited me out to see it
Oh yeah.
in Hollywood.
Was it good?
It was very good. I liked it. There were some scenes that were super cheesy,
Yeah.
but as far as an X-Men movie goes, it's up there. It's one of the better ones. And little nods to the fact that like the other ones kind of were shitty. Like there's a scene, spoiler alert, where it's not really a spoiler, but there's a scene where Cyclops and Jean Grey and Nightcrawler go to see a movie in the mall, and they go to see Return of the Jedi. And as they're walking out, they're like, yeah, the second one was the best. And then Jean Grey's like, yeah, but we can all agree that the third one always sucks. and that made me laugh because X2 was amazing.
Yeah.
And then X-Men The Last Stand was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And I loved that. And I thought the girl that plays Sansa Stark, she was really good.
Yeah.
I love the kid that played Nightcrawler. He was in Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse. That movie was great. But this kid made me like Cyclops. I liked Cyclops. I was like, every time he would walk out, I'm like, oh shit, they're about to get fucked up. Like, I was rooting for him. I knew he was about to destroy some shit. I've never liked Cyclops in all my life, and now I did. And so that was really cool that he was able to do that. The Wolverine scene wasn't too campy. It was good. I liked it. Just, there were so many good scenes. And the Quicksilver scene, they upped it. They upped it.
That's what I read.
That guard scene where he's like moving guards around in Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
That's nothing compared to the one.
I've heard those exact same words.
I don't want to. I'm not even gonna spoil it for anybody. Go see X-Men Apocalypse. It's not the best movie in the world. It's not really up there when it comes to the Marvel Studios, Marvel movies. It's still a Fox Marvel movie, so don't expect it to be on par with all the other ones, but it's just good. It's X-Men, and they did a good job with this one.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm finally enjoying it with this new timeline.
And I will admit, I haven't seen it yet, but from what I have seen, like the few little clips and stuff that I've seen, I feel like they were on point with who they chose to play each character.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
The casting is fucking amazing. And I thought the Nightcrawler guy was like a little too like emo looking.
Yeah, he had a little emo hair droop. That's why I was just like,
he's like a scene kid.
Right,
Nightcrawler's my favorite mutant. Like he's my favorite of all time. And I was really worried, but he pulled it off. He did a good job. Everybody did a very good job. Oscar Isaac did look like Ivan Ooze, and his costume looked a little stupid, but you can get over that. It's fine.
I get what they're doing with the whole Pharaoh Egyptian thing, but I was still like, y'all still shouldn't have went that route.
No, they did a good. I was thinking how are they going to beat Apocalypse? How are they going to do it? I didn't know what they were going to do, and so I was very interested in it. And towards the end of the movie, it was exactly what needed to happen. That's all I'm going to say. I was like, yes, and I was like, this, same thing with Batman and Superman fight. Everything played out exactly as I wanted, but a little bit different than I expected. And I feel like a kid, and I love it. So yeah, X-Men Apocalypse. I can't believe it, but it's got my endorsement.
Yeah, I haven't been the biggest Bryan Singer fan in forever.
Yeah, Bryan Singer is not that great.
The fact that he managed to close those past movies and toss them aside, that was pretty genius. I can't get mad at him for that.
Yeah.
He just wants you just forget about those.
Now that movies and entertainment is embracing the multiverse and timelines and stuff, they really can do whatever they want in any timeline now. They don't have to reboot anything, and so I love that. And that's maybe what they're going to do with Ghostbusters, is say that it's just another universe within that same universe. I feel like I saw something in theaters very recently, and it was like, oh, Keanu. Okay, never mind.
Was that any good?
Oh yeah,
I liked it. It's not a theater movie.
I remember you texting Kyle about it and telling him about it.
I did
we were
watch.
Gonna go see it, and then
What did I watch the other day? Teen Titans versus Justice League. I did watch that. That was
Any
good.
good?
Yeah, it was good.
How many of those DC movies animated have you seen?
I've
now?
seen 4 now.
Oh man, they're all good, dude. And thanks to you, because I'd given up on Flash. Now I'm all caught up, and I'm so happy that you got
Man,
it.
that last episode, man. Yeah, that last episode of Flash, that fucked me up. It came back around, and now I'm just like,
I kind of saw it because the way that they handled the dad, I was just like,
League of Legends has got good too towards the end.
League of Legends.
Not League of Legends. Why am I keep saying that? Legends of Tomorrow. My bad.
Okay.
They got good
Which
towards
is
the end
pretty-
too.
Okay, I need to check that
Pretty
out.
much Justice League.
Yeah.
I saw 2 episodes of it and stopped watching that, so I'll start watching that again.
Yeah, they introduced the season finale was last week, and they introduced like the next group of people who are gonna show up and do all kinds of shit.
Big names.
Iron Man, Our Man. What is it? The Justice Group of America, I think is what it was.
Our
Oh,
Man?
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Yes, I'm gonna watch DC
Yeah.
Legends.
It was
of
at
Tomorrow.
that. You ever seen that show Suits?
No.
Oh,
Oh, that guy's the main
Yeah.
guy in Suits?
Yeah.
He's Owlman?
Yeah.
Nice.
He
That's
showed.
awesome.
He showed up, and I was just like, what
Oh,
is this?
and other superhero news, Supergirl is moving to CW.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I saw the Supergirl Flash crossover they did for the CW, for the CBS Supergirl show, and it was really cheesy, but I just loved seeing them together. I'm in love with Melissa Benoist. She's so beautiful.
Alyssa Ben Moist.
And she just looks so amazing in that Supergirl costume. And I hate to boil it down to the fact that I'm just insanely attracted to her character, and like it has nothing to do with how crappy the story is. I don't care about the characters being like bland. I'm just in love with her. So like I can't tell anybody else to watch it, but
See, I have this weird thing where I hate CBS, and I won't watch anything if it comes on CBS.
yeah.
So when I found it came on CW, I was like, if they replay those again, I'll probably watch it. But I don't know why, but I hate CBS.
No, I get that because they had like the whole 2.5 Men, Big Bang Theory run, and all those shows and stuff, and I can see that a lot of people would hate those. A lot of people really are in love with that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, CBS has a show called Life in Pieces, which is like the best sitcom like there is, in my opinion.
I think
it makes
Did
Modern
they get
Family.
Rush Hour?
Do what?
Did they get Rush Hour?
No, Rush Hour's on like TBS or TNT.
No, they're getting
That series
Lethal
started up
Weapon.
already?
Lethal Weapon.
Either Lethal Weapon or
Rush Hour?
no MacGyver.
Oh yeah, it's been going for a while.
Yeah, it was some
looks
remake.
fucking
There's a
terrible.
bunch of remakes
Yeah.
of old movies and shows. that are
Havoc
coming.
from X-Men is playing MacGyver.
Oh, he'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It looks bad. Go watch, just
Yeah.
watch the trailer. You'll see it.
But with Supergirl turning into a CW show, we're just going to get to see more superhero team ups, and I'm in love with the crossovers. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I think the director came out and said he wanted to do a complete mashup with Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Supergirl all in like one episode.
What's funny, what's also interesting is
People.
earlier, before they knew that they were moving to CW, they were talking about bringing Superman into the Supergirl show for season 2. So now are they still going to do that, or are they going to hold on to that for a later thing when maybe the ratings start to hurt?
Oh, that's gonna be weird.
But either way, yeah, it'll be weird just to, because it's so overpowered.
I hate that they don't that they separated like the TV universe from like the movies. And I hate
But-
that Marvel does that same shit too.
But now Marvel doesn't do it as much because they make mention of it in the Netflix show.
Yeah, they'll do like a little like line and be just like, yeah.
They're big green guy and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But the fact that they at least acknowledge that it's in the same universe is enough for me.
Yeah.
And with the DC stuff, with us knowing there's 52 other worlds, that kind of gives them a pass. Because, like, those other stories could be
Yeah, but it's
World
kind of like
34
an
or
easy
whatever.
way out of it.
It's fine for me. I'm fine with
Yeah,
it.
it's a.
I think the fact that I saw Ezra Miller looking like a fucking homeless Flash, and
Like
I'm just
man
like,
bun Flash?
Yeah, I was like, I'd rather just have the dude from the TV show be
Yeah.
a part of that. But
He's great.
yeah, I
And
mean, I'm
we-
not nothing
and we
bad against Ezra
we
Miller,
like Ezra
but
Miller, but seeing
like-
the Flash with a man bun.
yeah, and like a
is-
full, like
yeah.
a scrubby goatee, and he just looked like you just woke up in a cardboard box. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling that part.
Hancock again. Homeless superhero.
Like that's the last thing we need to see is that shit.
Time to go steal a gluten-free bagel. This has like a willow.
Oh, who was it?
Terrible.
Vincent D'Onofrio, or
Vincent
AKA Dion
D'Onofrio.
Frio. Okay, he came out today saying apparently it was rumored that he was going to be in the Spider-Man movie, but he came out saying that it wasn't true. But he would love to do it.
That would be great.
That could have been
That
the
would be a good
interest.
tie-in.
Exactly.
but
There've
Michael
been a lot
Keaton's
of
going to be
there've been a lot of
Yeah.
celebrities doing a lot of that lately.
Mhm.
Uh,
Michael
Yeah,
Keaton. He's playing
my-
Vulture.
Yeah, I think so.
Secret Husband made a reference kind of like that. Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With the whole like James Bond stuff. I honestly don't see him as a James Bond. Like he'd
Sort
be
of villain, maybe.
Shout out to Daniel Craig for just being like, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Why is he being such a bitch about it?
I don't understand.
I think he's
just
a
tired of it.
stormtrooper from now on.
I think he's just tired, just wants to do other shit, and he's just like, I don't want to keep doing these over and over.
But at the
only
same
done,
time,
what, 3?
he's only done 3, and he's been amazing.
He
I
can do
really-
Kid in King Arthur Court too.
Oh my gosh.
He was in the first one.
Oh my god! But I thoroughly enjoyed Daniel Craig as James Bond. So I don't understand why.
It was too Jason Bourne for
I guess.
me. Timothy Dalton all the
He's
way.
tired of it. I don't know. I don't know what you
That's
can be
my
tired of.
I like Daniel Craig as James Bond, but
Beautician in the Beast.
I think it's one of the things where not everybody's like, I don't want to be like Wolverine doing like fucking playing the same character for 20 years.
Yeah.
So he's probably just like, let me just get out while I can.
Let's go dig up Pierce Brosnan.
For him to turn down $80-something million to do that, I mean,
James
it tell you
Bond,
something.
80 years later.
Pierce Brosnan.
He really just looks like the 64 version now. He's all.
But I mean, on the whole, Tom Hiddleston coming out and saying that he would love to do. Yeah, right.
Don't break her
There
heart.
it is.
Yeah, saying he
But-
wouldn't mind doing it.
On that subject, yeah, he said he wouldn't turn it down if it was offered to him. So it's kind of like him hinting at, hey, I might be doing this.
And that's got a lot of pull nowadays.
Yeah, that's cool. But in my
please
opinion,
don't,
and
yeah.
this is just the opinion of a rabid fangirl. I don't see him as James Bond.
Well,
Maybe a villain, but
Maybe it's because, I don't know, I think every one of us could take a punch from Tom Hiddleston and just keep going.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell, man?
Well, each actor brings something different to James Bond, and he could maybe make it
I feel like
less actiony and more of that suave.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Is if he were to be Bond, I feel like he would make it the very suave.
Yeah. Nowadays, though,
kind of smooth,
like we crave that high
James
Jason
Bond.
Bourne action.
Yeah.
So it would be a completely different movie. It'd be like James Bond for women.
I would actually,
Only.
yeah. Not that I don't like any of the other James Bond movies. I just feel like after all the action-y James Bonds, maybe we do need a smooth, suave.
Henry Cavill should be James Bond.
Good idea.
Because we've already seen him be a spy in that one movie with the Army Hammer.
The uncle, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Man from Uncle. So I mean, I think he'd be good, and he's got the accent.
Oh, yeah.
I think Dwayne Johnson could pull it off.
Yeah, he was good in Get Smart.
No.
As a secret
Please,
If The
please.
Rock played in James Bond, I'd quit.
John Cena as James Bond.
I'd really quit life if that happened.
He's
Hey,
just
give me
really
a
into
Four Loko,
camouflage.
shaking nuts. John Cena. Yeah. Some guys like there's like guards walking in this like underground facility, and he's just like, I'm a spy. You can't see me. You can't see me.
Oh man.
They're just like, who's this giant dude? Like, shaking his hand in front of his face.
This is a giant guy.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of weird stuff happening.
Bond. John Cena Bond.
That name's Bond. John Cena.
John Cinnabon.
Oh,
But,
that's just terrible.
We talked about Doctor Strange last time, didn't we? I couldn't remember if we did or not.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, okay.
That it looked good. Chewie the Lab 4 looks
That's- yeah, I just
good.
wanted to make sure.
What's his name looks good.
Tilda
The other guy
Swinton
looks good.
Looks
Tilda-
good.
No,
There was-
we
there
did
was
talk
a-
about it because I
okay.
was like, it just looks like the Matrix and blah blah blah. And I was like, everybody's excited about it, and
Everybody
I was
got mad afterwards when the whole Tilda Swinton thing and playing the Ancient One and all that shit. so-
What? I think he'd be great as the Ancient One.
He. I think it was a whole Tibetan thing, and it was just like, why the hell did y'all choose her to play this role?
Well, I was hating on it because nobody was, and now that there are, I'm like, cool, Doctor Strange, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I want to see it.
What's
Then-
Doctor Strange supposed to lead into? Or is it just going to be its own standalone Marvel? Wait, is it Doctor Strange Marvel?
There's no such thing
Yeah.
as standalone Marvel movies.
Yeah, so
Yes,
what's
Doctor
it supposed
Strange
to-
is Marvel,
He'll
and
probably
he's
help-
supposed to join the Avengers.
He'll
Yeah.
probably help them defeat what's his name, Thanos.
Yeah.
Just come out of nowhere.
Infinity War, so okay.
Open
That
some
makes sense.
portal to have like the Guardians of the
I
Galaxy.
want him to just like because it has to do with the glove, the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I want him to just have all his powers, like, about to kill everybody, and then Doctor Strange just, like, opens a portal, like, goes, yoink, and takes it away.
Who was that? What was that? Was that Benedict Cumberbatch?
It's like, what the fuck?
I'll retain that. But yeah, oh man.
Yoink.
Who do I need to talk to get Swamp Thing to come back?
Ooh, yeah.
Somebody send a letter to DC and tell them to bring Swamp Thing.
You really want that to come back?
I do. I love
Swamp Thing. I like Swamp Thing.
I have all the Swamp Thing
I
action
think I'm okay. I think I'm
change
okay.
colors and stuff when you put them
I think
under hot water.
Swamp Thing looked best in the '80s. I don't want to see like
Who was that? Bruce
a
Dern or something?
Sure.
Look,
Somewhere
I don't
there.
remember.
I don't want to see like a redone version. I want it
No,
to continue to
not
look
redone
bad.
based off the movies, but the actual Swamp Thing comic book character is pretty badass.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
that would be a good movie.
I don't think it's marketable enough to be selling like that though.
There you go. You know,
Everything's marketable.
Or at least,
No,
or at least make
not every.
make a series and bring it to CW.
I don't think this.
Who the fuck on that?
Swamp Thing on the CW. It's just some sexy, like, shirtless kid that's like, hey guys, I'm Swamp Thing. He's got some seaweed on his shoulders.
I'd rather the Toxic Avengers get remade before Swamp Thing.
I definitely would rather watch the Toxic. I love the Troma movie.
At least I could make fun of that and it was funny.
Toxic
And I love Swamp Thing the movie, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't know why.
I
It's
watched
weird.
all of those around the same timeline, even though they all came out in different eras. But
Wait,
when I was a kid, I was watching Swamp Thing, Toxic Avengers,
And
and
then-
Attack of the Goddamn
Wait,
Tomato.
and then that
Killer Tomatoes.
that
Killer
terrible
Tomatoes,
Captain
yeah.
America movie came out during that time too.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh,
Best,
God, yeah.
the best fucking movie ever.
I don't know. I'm kind of agreeing with E on the Swamp Thing. I have a feeling that if it did get turned into a movie, it would somehow end up being like,
No, here's what
it would
happens.
turn out being old Greg.
No, here's what happens.
Like
Jesus
why?
Christ. No, I
I mean,
see that.
seriously.
No. That's a good observation.
Oh, man.
That's annoying. No, but here's what's going to happen. They're going to say, oh, we might be announcing a Swamp Thing movie. Then all the most hardcore nerds that remembered Swamp Thing are going to be like, yes! And then all the posers that want to seem like they know the most obscure superheroes are going to be like, yes! I'm excited too! They're going to fucking find out as much as they can on Swamp Thing. Then it's going to bleed into all of the general public. And then everybody, for some weird reason, is going to magically all be on board for the Swamp Thing movie. That's how we work now. That's how America is.
I have this feeling that the majority of that will happen. And then when that movie comes out, like no one's gonna go watch it.
Bruh, yeah. They say they're excited. They
Yeah.
watch one review and then
Yeah.
they fucking steal everything.
They're just like, I don't want to
Yeah.
go see this. It's a fucking dude with like seaweed around him. I don't think I want to watch this.
Voldemort with seaweed on his face. That's a no-nose reference, guys. Crypt Keeper action. Anyway.
Make Toxic Avengers great again.
What else has been happening nerd style? I feel like I've been watching shit. Oh, Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch last night's episode,
I haven't watched it yet either.
but
But I'll just say
I haven't
this.
watched it, and I've seen what
Kyle,
happens
you
on
might want to step
Facebook.
out of the room.
No, I'll say this. They're definitely it's not fan service, but they're answering a lot of questions that the book has left open.
Yeah.
And the show is just like, yeah, all that subtle like hinting that they're doing in the books, no. This is what's happening. And I feel okay about it. I didn't really read the books, so I'm not the guy to be having this conversation.
Somebody actually said to me that they thought that they were going to
was
turn
terrible, like-
and basically make Daenerys into the villain.
That was the
That'd be
best.
fun. Yeah,
That
that'd
does
be
not
cool.
hold up
And-
well at
and
all.
while-
There's a lot of
He's wearing a trash
character
bag.
development that goes
Yeah.
past each other. Like Jaime Lannister, Tyrion
Yeah.
Lannister, even Cersei is starting to kind of like be someone we can root for. And then characters that we loved in the beginning are starting to
Yeah.
see.
And I
how
can
evil
totally
they
see
be.
it. Yeah. I mean, I may not be happy with certain aspects of it, but you know what?
It's just cool. It's character
Yeah.
development. We don't want, that's why they killed Ned Stark at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because he was who he was. He wasn't going to change. And it's like,
Oh man, I wanted to see that.
where can you see this character go anymore? Might as well just
Right.
see his head get chopped off. That's good. We're good.
But like with the whole we're gonna turn Daenerys into the villain, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, she would make a good villain.
I mean, she really would.
Yeah.
Why not?
And it's cool because we've seen her suffer, and she can be a villain that people still stand behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we still want her to win, even though she's trying
to be someone that you love to hate. Kind of in the same realm as Joffrey, but not the same.
Nobody's gonna hate Daenerys as much as they hated Joffrey.
No, I don't mean as much as they did. Like everyone had fun hating.
Let's
Joffrey.
talk about Downton Abbey real quick. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, where'd this go?
Where did this go?
Before we start getting ready to wrap this up, Steven Universe. Did you see him?
I've seen a lot. What are you talking about exactly?
The
last 2 episodes.
Oh, they got 2 new episodes
I
out?
don't
I
think-
need to
no.
go find those.
Yeah, they
I've
started In Too Deep last
Maybe I have.
week.
I saw something was like, shit, a lot of shit's going on. What episode is this? And I was just confused. Because I've been watching Adventure Time again, too. And
Yeah.
they're getting good again.
Yeah.
Adventure Time's getting really good again. And I was like,
LSP and lemongrass.
I didn't see any LSP and Lemongrass.
Oh my
stuff.
god, he was telling me about it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, they
It's
go
the
on a
same
date.
That's the 2 most annoying
Yeah.
people in
I
the
know,
entire
that's
If
why
they have
I
a threesome
wondered.
with Magic Man, that's just like the worst 3. Get him out of there.
That's
just
nightmare
normal,
fuel.
Yeah, he's normal man now. That's right. But still.
That's why I loved it.
Yeah.
Was because they're the 2 most annoying characters on the show. Why not?
But it was great because
Right.
Steven Universe was so good. It made me just kind of say Adventure Time who? Because Adventure Time was kind of
Yeah.
going in a different direction.
And
It's picked it up, man.
Steven fell off the map for like 3 months.
Because they
So
take
now-
hiatuses. They just go
Yeah.
on vacation. Like, sorry, fans,
So I think
we're
we-
going to go hang out.
I think we got a month of new episodes,
Doesn't
and then
sound
they
like anyone
disappear
we
for
know.
another 6 months again. But the
Reference.
I'm a Venture Brothers fan. Don't talk to me about long hiatuses.
Oh,
they
shit,
will-
They will
yeah.
cancel their show. We won't know if it's coming back or not. Then a couple of years go by and it's like, by the way, new episode of Adventure Brothers. Holy shit! All good shows. All good shows.
Good shows, good things.
So nobody's watched it. Cool.
No, I'll watch it tonight. Tell me. I
Yeah,
want
I-
spoilers.
Now that you said something about it, I
Because
want to watch
I
it.
think I bought like a season and it hadn't updated in forever, so I was like, oh, I just hadn't checked it.
Hashtag. I'm not gonna say any spoilers. Hashtag cluster and Loppies.
Okay.
Lobbies?
She comes back.
Finally?
Lapis Lazuli. She comes back.
It's crazy. They do a
Goddamn
whole
time.
bunch in that first episode. So I'm kind of we're kind of just like sitting here like, okay, what are they gonna do from here? Because that first episode they clear up a lot of things.
Shit.
So the
Know what
second
I'm doing
episode is just like,
tonight?
all right, so what are y'all setting up here?
Yeah.
It makes it seem like they're setting up for either
Uncle
a betrayal or
Grandpa's
war.
coming back.
Fuck that episode.
I didn't mind that.
I loved it actually.
did
I
too.
was in tears.
I love the story of it. I hated the way they did the
He
animation.
said, "It's okay. It's not canon."
Yet after that episode, he could summon
Yeah,
his shield.
yeah, so it was
without-
canon.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he had better control over his powers.
I love
Was it canon?
It was. Uncle Grandpa's canon. And then his nose is a big pearl, and they were just like, or a big rose quartz. And they're just like, oh my god. Uncle Grandpa is Steven's mom too, or something. I don't know.
True.
Him being his own mom.
Let my rep set up.
Well, a couple of updates on a couple of things. Let's see. There's a Game Con in Galveston on June 3rd through 5th. Tyler, Texas is having a Geek Con on June 3rd through June 5th. There is a thing happening on like May 28th. I don't know what that is. What else?
Space City
Space
Con
City
weekend.
is Space City.
Space City, that's what it
this
is.
weekend, yeah.
Space City is happening.
I'll be out there Saturday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 27th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah.
And as of right now, the Lufkin Geek is in hiatus. It's gotten the stop sign. So we will
Red
give you
light.
updates. Yeah, the red light. We will give you updates on that as we get them.
Yep.
I want to go hug Kate Beckinsale at Space City Con.
Is she actually gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
there?
she's gonna be there.
Bruh, I wasn't gonna go. But now. Did you? Are you and Quincy going or who?
Maybe?
Because I don't have any tickets.
Oh, you didn't get any?
Oh, if Quincy's going,
I've
let me
already-
know. I'm actually doing at least 2 photo shoots on Saturday.
Oh, I don't want to go because I have a thing I'm going to on June 3rd. I'm going to the Galveston thing.
Oh,
to get
yeah,
the press
yeah.
pass.
I've already made a promise to myself. If I met Kate Beckinsale in person, I would immediately drop down on one knee and ask her to marry me. So it's probably best that I stay here.
Celine, please.
No, man. When she was in that Pocahontas costume in Click, quit playing
when she was
games.
when she was in the panties and that little baby T-shirt.
Quit
Okay.
playing games.
When she was in Doomsday. Wait a minute, that wasn't Kate Beckinsale.
That was, what's her name?
That was what's her name? Rona Mitri.
Rona Mitra.
Her twin.
Is that the twin that played her in the third Underworld
Yeah.
prequel?
She was in Boston Public.
I would
James
probably vote for
Spader
either
and
one of
William
them.
Shatner, who is also going to be at Space City Comic
The
Con.
Shat.
A lot of people
I think Shatner's been to every Space City since it opened.
Gross. Get a life, you old piece of shit. Alright, that's the end of episode 37 of the Permakid podcast.
I fucks with Boston Legal though.
Yeah, we all fucks with Boston Legal. That was the shit. Latest on the Minjay. Sign the pity on the runny tie.
My taint hurt.
What? I don't understand.